Ngiyabonga siswam. Now we're being joined by Dr. Sihle, founder of Prime Medical Solutions, to chat about pre- and postnatal pregnancy health. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me, Palisa.
Now, Dr. Sihle, please tell me all about the inception and the idea behind Prime Medical Solutions. And of course, what need did you see within your communities and around you that you wanted to help medically?
So COVID made all of us realize that we can't continue the way we've been going. And the healthcare industry was no different. Patients were afraid to come to doctors because they were afraid they were going to catch COVID. So I decided if the patients weren't going to come to me, I was going to go to them. That's when we started our mobile and virtual services, servicing our patients in the comfort of their home, whether it was home consultations or video or telephone consultations. And that's how Prime Medical Solutions started.
Wow, I mean, talk about a doctor not only seeing a need medically, but also seeing a need quite practically within our communities, being able to go out there and be the help that you so claim to do every single day. So if we were to take a deeper dive, it is a Monday, which means it's a Mommy Monday here on Afternoon Express. When it comes to pregnancy, pre-pregnancy health and post-pregnancy health, what are some of the things, just on a very blanket level, should we look to? And then we'll take a deeper dive as the conversation goes.
I think it's important that we're having a conversation that health starts before you actually conceive. And I think the most important thing is both physical and mental health, from what you're eating to your stress levels to making sure that any medical conditions you have are well controlled. That's all part of the pre and post-pregnancy health.
Okay, so then when you are pregnant and you're going through the whole, a lot of people speak about prenatal vitamins and supplements. So for you, what is this number one thing, or maybe top 3 things that pregnant women need to keep in mind when they're going through that 9 to 10 month process?
So besides keeping a normal, healthy diet and refraining from things that we know are bad in pregnancy, such as alcohol and smoking, the most important supplement is folate. We know that folate helps to prevent neural tube defects, which is a condition that we used to see much more in the past when women weren't supplementing. Now that women are supplementing, we're seeing these kind of conditions less commonly. So that would be the most important supplement that I think any pregnant woman should have.
Okay, I love that here. Tips, tricks, I hope you are jotting all of this down, Mzansi. But furthermore, I mean, as we are thinking about and talking about conditions specifically within pregnant women, what are some of those top ones that we see recurring, but people don't know that much about?
So what we see recurring a lot in pregnancy is high blood pressure, we call it hypertension, and diabetes. These are conditions that can be induced during pregnancy. And the most important thing is to, number one, if you have a chronic condition, to get your chronic conditions under control prior to falling pregnant, and then to make sure that those conditions continue to be controlled. I'm talking about conditions that like preeclampsia, which is a type of hypertension in pregnancy. These are all conditions, like I said, that you can decrease the risks of getting if you control any chronic conditions prior or try to live a healthy lifestyle before you actually fall pregnant.
And how much of that lifestyle just keeps having to tap pregnant women on the shoulders for them not to ignore? A lot of women say, well, if I visit the doctor and they can kind of give me ABC, I should be good, right? But no, a lot of it has to do with what you practice on a daily basis, your habits.
Exactly. It's not just about going to see your doctor once or twice a year. It's about how much exercise are you getting? What are you putting into your body? But not just about your physical health. Let's talk about your mental health, you know? What kind of space do you have at home? Is it a safe space where you're not stressed, or are you living a lifestyle where you're constantly stressed? All these things have an impact on both your physical and mental health.
Dr. Sihle, I love the fact that you've brought up the fact that your support and your surroundings also affect your pregnancy. How important is the partner's involvement in this?
Oh, very important. The partner is as important as the pregnant partner. Essentially, it requires 2 people to form a baby, right? And I think men have learned how to become more involved, or society has allowed men to become more involved during the pregnancy, from going to antenatal visits to going to classes and birthing classes and pregnancy classes. There's communities out there where men can be involved and have a conversation about what they're experiencing in terms of their partner being pregnant. And at Prime Medical Solutions, we highly encourage partners to come in. We are able to counsel them from what to expect before you fall pregnant, all the way to how is living with a newborn, because it's not something that we all know. Not all of us have been in a household that has a newborn. So for new parents, it's important for them to sit down with us and we just take them through the process of how this journey is going to look like.
I love that. Dr. Sihle, finally, it is Endometriosis Awareness Month. So please just tell us briefly about this condition and what pregnant women need to look out for.
So endometriosis is a condition where tissue that usually is inside the womb is found outside of the womb. This tissue doesn't realize that it's in the wrong place, so it will shed just like the tissues inside the womb shed every month. This shedding causes inflammation and scarring, and it can affect a woman falling pregnant because the tubes become blocked. So it's important that if you experience any symptoms that are not normal, such as heavy menstrual bleeding, low abdominal pain that's not normal, certain symptoms like that, it's important that you seek help from your doctor and not try and self-diagnose yourself, because there's many reasons why you could be having those things, but seek medical attention. It's the most important thing.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Dr. Sihle. And do not move a muscle, don't go too far, because after the break, we're going to be coming back with you and essentially going one-on-one with our viewers. We're going to have some live callers coming in to share their pregnancy journeys with you. Now, we all experience differences in our pregnancies, and no pregnancy is the same. So if you feel something is not okay, please do seek medical assistance that you may require. Now on social media, Mzansi, sticking to the theme of Mommy Monday, maybe it was a weird food craving or perhaps a great pregnancy glow. What was the most memorable thing about your pregnancy? Use that hashtag Afternoon Express in all of your comments. But as promised, coming up, we're going to be sitting down with some of our viewers to share their experiences during pregnancy.